Yo guys, I'm HP, this is Dr. Pink, and today we're going to talk about one of the most iconic clap rock tunes, I Love Rock and Roll by Joan Jett. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button, and also join the HPCrazy guitar community. So, for those who don't know it, that's how it sounds. 1, 2. And so on. Yo, I wrote it up for you guys. I just learned it. Technically, it's not too hard to play, but it's honestly, it's quite a thing to play. So first of all, what is clap rock? Clap rock is this. Probably the most iconic one is We Will Rock You. And by the way, I can share the story. I know the guy who did the claps on We Will Rock You. They recorded it down in Montreux in Switzerland, and the guy was a sound engineer back then, and he did the claps. So I know how those claps, the story about those claps. And this, of course, is also clap rock. And yo, it really has a few things which are quite something. First of all, sound setting. There's no bass in the track. It's only drums, guitar, and voice. It's pretty cool. And the guitar is quite nasty to play. And the original recording on the CD are 2 guitars. You can hear it from the sound. But I show you a version which can be played with 1 guitar. It's possible. It's a bit challenging, but only a bit. So let's get started. The tune is not too hard to play, but it has quite some challenges. First of all, you need a complete dry guitar signal, and you really be quite good with these. You know, it's like it has to be really on tight, on point, and so proper damping technique is important. We're playing the regular E5 chord. So you just hit in 1 and 2, and also the dead notes are played as also part of the riff. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So you make on 2/4 you make dead notes 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And on 1/16 after 4 you jump in here with the 3rd fret. And then you switch to the next chord, which will be A5. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and when you go to A5, then you can go to B5. I think it's just played like this. Maybe you can also play it with the power chord here in the 2nd fret, or you just play 4/4. And then you go back over the 3. So that's the thing. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And now here comes the tricky part. Rock is mostly 4/4, but now here we have a 7/4 bar here. Sounds kind of odd, but that's kind of a signature move in the whole tune. The 7/4 bar. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7. That's how you count it. Let's do it with the drums. I created a drum track, and which helps you to keep on track. So let's do this now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So probably you played a few through a few times to get used to that 7/4 bar. Then comes the part, well, on the original recording, as I said, 2 guitars, 1 guitar makes this, and this note is another guitar. That's kind of a recording trick, probably. Sounds really cool, but there, as I said, there are 2 guitars, but you can play with 1 guitar. The second part, that's a bit more challenging to fulfill the task. As I said, it's split into 2 guitars, one makes, and the other makes. So you have 1, again 1 and 2, the same thing, and now this riff, bending here on the 15th fret, release, pull off, 14, 12. It's possible to play with 1 guitar, but you have to be fast. Okay, so now the second part, the verse, is again challenging because the form is extremely unusual. You really need to know the tune. So you play this part twice. So 1, 3, 4, then again. And now we have 4 bars. Now it goes to B5. Now you play the regular B5. Same, fill in. And then it goes to A5. And now here again, at the ending we have a 6/4 bar. So it makes 1, so 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now comes a 4-bar break. You can also make this, make 1, 2. You do. That's what is done on the record. You do this to keep the beat going on. 4 bars, well, 3 bars, and then at the end, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then comes the refrain, which is the intro again. So let's try to play the whole thing. As I said, technically it's not too hard to play, but to keep the orientation in the tune is quite a thing, and I just learned it. I hope I can keep it with the 7/4 and the 6/4 bar. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. One, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Now comes 3, 4. 1. Refrain. I love a rock and roll. Yeah, that was it. That's the whole tune. Then the whole thing starts from the beginning, and the solo is over. Is over the refrain. Well, these are the 2 parts, and then it starts to repeat all over again. Yo guys, that was I Love Rock and Roll. I really love this tune. Clap rock is something really cool, this that is really something which powers up the crowd and is really cool. And this is probably the number 2 of the most iconic clap rock things. And I hope you enjoyed it. If it was too complicated, I wrote it down here, the 2 parts of the guitar part. You can download it in the HPCrazy guitar community. Also this drum track, which help you to really work this thing out. Probably without drum track, it's a bit hard to memorize where you are, and the drum track helps you to keep on track. Yeah, that's all me and Dr. Pink are having to say. If you love my channel, please share the knowledge to the world that me and Dr. Pink and the Academy are existing. That will be really helpful in order to keep this service up. And please subscribe to my channel for more updates and more really cool stuff. There's a new motto on the channel, guitar as a lifestyle, and I would say this is one of the tunes which really represents guitar lifestyle. So keep it going.